What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Scooby-Doo, man. Man, I tell you, boy, JB Hunt dropping some bombs on folks, boy. They dropping some bombs on the drivers now. First bomb they dropped, they put cameras looking at the driver. That was the first bomb they dropped. Second one they done dropped is they finna start implementing the company attendance policy. Don't call in, no show, absence, late for your startup on your shift. I guess that'd be mostly for the city drivers, but when you're late doing that and everything, absence and tardiness, they finna crack down on it, dog. So they implementing their company attendance policy starting Monday. I was looking at the book, and it's a point system. It's a point system. It's a 12-point system. Okay. Some more companies doing that junk too, man. I think that's crazy, man. This point system, but hey, there we go again. What I say? What's my motto? You either deal with it or you move on. So they're implementing the policy, the attendance policy. 1 point will be assigned to an employee who has a tardiness, arrival, or early departure. Okay. That's a warning there they're doing. Let me see where I'm at. Oh man, I'm on duty. Oh shucks. I need to change that status. Go to sleep. 1 point will be assigned to any employee who has a tardy arrival or departure. 2 points will be assigned to an employee who has an unscheduled absence. You get 2 points. 4 points will be assigned to any employee who has an unscheduled absence the day of, day preceding, or the day following one of the 6 company holidays. That's New Year's, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, or Christmas. So if you have you get 4 points will be assigned to the employee who has an unscheduled absence the day of, the day preceding, or the day following one of those holidays. Okay? No show, no call. No call, no show. Points against you. Let's see, it's not reporting to work and not calling to report absence is a no call, no show, and it's a serious matter. No call, no show creates increased administrative workplace disruption. So on here they're saying that when they cannot meet their scheduled work time, any employee who do not call within 4 hours, you got to give them 4 hours now, before his or her scheduled start time, will assess 8 points. They're gonna give you 8 points, man. Unless circumstances are covered by the provisions in paragraph C2 above. What is C2? C2 is an absence up to 56 hours in a rolling 12-month period. Okay, so the thing about it is these point systems that they doing, you would think, and I would think, that after maybe 90 days, the points will start over. No. The points stay on for 12 months. So you can't get points, 10 points in the same 12 months period, beginning with the date of the first occurrence is a cause of termination. Boy. But let's go back up to the steps on discipline, how they're going to discipline you on them. Okay, then we're going to go back up to steps for discipline. Step 1. Abuse, tardiness, or early departure will be counted together, but are assigned different levels of severity. Points are accumulated in a rolling 12-month period. Points expire 12 months from the date that the incident happened. So they're doing like DOT. Okay, if you get a warning ticket counts for 5 points. That 5 point is going to triple, which is going to give you 15. From the date you got that warning ticket, 1 year from that day, on that next year anniversary, if you don't get another one, 5 points fall off. The next 5 points fall off the next year. The third year, you down to your original 5 points. And when that year rolls around, that third year roll around, all the points fall off. Well, on here, your points stay with you for 1 year. So if you steady accumulate points, you get 10 points, Doc. I guess it would be at the discretion of the terminal manager on how severity the points is, how bad they are, if you want to execute that termination. But step 1, 6 points in any 12-month period. If you get 6 points, now here's the point system, the steps to discipline. Okay, 6 points in any 12-month period will be based for a written warning and coaching session between employee and his or her supervisor. The purpose of the coaching session is to make the employee aware that he or she has been absent or tardy frequently enough to draw attention, and to be certain that the employee understands the policy of the JB handbook and the consequences of the violation. Managers should document this step 1 coach session as a written warning. Now that's 6 points. When you reach 6 points, you get a written warning. Step 2, you get 2 more points. 8 points in the same 12-month period, beginning with the date of the first occurrence. Now you already got 6 points. Now you done got 2 more points. So now you're at 8. 8 points in the same 12-month period, beginning with the date of the first occurrence, okay, is cause for a final written warning, and a coach session between employee and his and her supervisor again. This step 2 coaching session delivered by the employee direct supervisor is considered the final step in disciplinary process regarding attendance and punctuation. What is this? I'm sorry about that, y'all. Something sent a message across. So we was at 8 points now. You get a final written warning and a coaching session that you got to go through, and you sign off on that. Step 3, 10 points in the same 12-month period. 10 points now. You done got another 2 points. So you at 10 points in the same 12-month period, beginning with the date of the first occurrence that you got them 6 points, is cause for termination. But what they doing is they got a little clause down here that the termination would be processed through the direct involvement of Human Resource Department and Council Management. All warnings will be delivered by the will be delivered by the direct supervisor, manager, or HR, circumstances required. Which means simply that you got 12 points. You got 10 points. That's ground that they can terminate you now. Okay? But what it is they can look at that and say, okay, well, your work ethics is great, so we're going to give you another break. We're going to give you can't get any more points. You can't get the last 2 points. You get these last 2 points, you're at 12. You got to go. So now they're starting a point system at JB Hunt. 12-point system at JB Hunt and everything. 1 point will be assessed to any employee. Once again, 1 point. You get 1 point will be assigned to any employee who has a tardy arrival or early departure from work. I mean, you're late getting there to work. You're leaving early from work. You get 1 point. 2 points will be assigned to an employee who has an unscheduled absence, which I don't think that's fair, because you can be ready for work and your wife could have an accident, your kid can have an accident, or something can happen. An emergency is out of your control. You shouldn't do that. You can't. I don't feel that that's fair. But hey, like I said, you deal with it or you move on. So that's 2 points for an unscheduled absence. 4 points will be assigned to an employee who has an unscheduled absence. Now, they're going to give you 4 points if you don't work the day before the holiday, the day of the holiday, or the day after the holiday. You got to work either the day before the holiday, the day of the holiday, or the day after the holiday. You got to work one of those 3 days. Now, that's only if the holiday falls on your off day, you ain't got to do none of it. So if the holiday falls on your off day, it ain't got nothing to do with you. But if your off day is during the week and the holiday is on the weekend, it has nothing to do with you. They can't do nothing with you. No points is assessed to you. Okay, so remember that. But yep, they starting it. Company attendance point. I know you probably can't see that, but company attendance point. So this goes in effect where they published it 4/1 of 2019 is when they put this together. It was issued 4/1 2019, effective 4/1 2019. Succeeded 1/1 2012. So it's been out there, but they issued it and they put it in effect on 4/1 of 2019 and everything. So whatever company you go to work for, guys, ladies, read the handbook. Take the time, read the handbook. Whatever you do, make sure you follow the rules in the handbook, okay? So just heads up, if you interested in coming to JB Hunt, they are implementing their attendance policy starting Monday over here at JB Hunt. Tell you, boy, JB dropping bombs on them a little at a time. I see. I mean, they just boom, 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 dropping stuff on you a little bit at a time. But hey, remember, like I told you, once again, you either deal with it or you move on. As simple as that. It ain't no hard feeling. They don't need a bad mouth in the company. They don't need talking bad about them or arguing with them. You're either going to deal with it or you're going to move on. Simple as that. Like I said, JB is a good company, but right about now, I think most people should be focused on hiring professional drivers and keeping drivers in the company to keep things moving and everything. But the thing about it is, the stricter you get with drivers, the worse it's going to get out here, man. Drivers going to start leaving and going to work for these mom and pop companies and stuff and everything. And man, this trucking industry is, the trucking industry, since I've been in it, have done a complete 360. A complete 360, man. I mean, it's a mess, man. The only accidents that I can recall when I first started in trucking was drivers taking their own lives because they're going through something with their girlfriend or their wife. She done left him or she done had an affair on him and he's out here driving and he decided to take his own life, or it wasn't because of bad weather they was wrecking or nothing like that. It was I've never seen accidents that I see now. Back then, I didn't see those accidents like that back then. And these guys out here was popping yellow jacket, no dose. They was rolling. One guy left New York and went straight to California non-stop. When he got out there, he went to sleep. So, hey, they had a toothpick holding his eyes up. So, but one thing about it, they knew their limits. They pull over, they take them a 15 or 30-minute nap, they up, they fudged that book, and they was gone. And I know that's the reason why DOT have cracked down on us, because you could go to California or any state west and lose your license in really any state, but most people lost their license out in California, Phoenix, California, Arizona, and New Mexico, and some in Texas and up north. They lose their license out there for speeding. The state trooper said, hey, you can use this ticket to show it to the next officer if they stop you, that your license was surrendered. Boom. They come back home. Hey, man, I lost my license. I don't know what I done with it. Okay, sit down. Take your license. Boom. You done. You had your chauffeur's license and you was gone. And then the college students came up with the CDLs out in California to tie everybody into one database. FMCSA thought that was a great deal, the best thing that ever hit the market. Boom. They jumped on it. And they come up with the CDLs, commercial driver's license, where every driver out here, whether it's an A, B, or C, is in one database. And then about 5 years ago, or I would say maybe 4 years ago, they implemented the physical, your medical card tied in on your license, not DOT, because a lot of people were losing, misplacing their medical card. So now they turned around and said, okay, click, 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 it's on your license. When he type in your name, your license in that computer, it tells when your medical card expired. It tells when you was issued it. It tells the doctor's name and the doctor's license. They got that license. They look at it. Boom. Punch that license in. The list of doctors that are certified by FMCSA. Boom. They qualified for it. So, like I said, man, it has really changed. The trucking industry has really changed, man. And it's getting worse and worse. These trucking companies out here now, don't get me wrong, I believe in safety. Lord knows I do. I got a family out here just like they got a family out here. But they're taking everything from us drivers now. They're taking everything from us. The only peace of mind that a driver had was right here in this cab, man, what you see now. The inside of this truck, this was the only place we could have peace of quiet. We can let our thoughts just go everywhere. The only privacy we had was right here in this cab. Now we don't have that anymore. For freaking 14 hours, they can monitor you and watch you and see what you're doing. You're being recorded for 14 hours until you set the brake or you turn the ignition off or you close the curtains. That's been gone. That's taken away from you now. You only got what you got? 10 hours now. 10 hours is all you got for privacy out here. 10 freaking hours is all you got for your privacy. These companies giving you 10 freaking hours for privacy. 14 of it, you're driving, you're doing your own duty stuff, pre-trip and then blah, blah, blah. They're recording that. When you like I said, when you stop the truck, take your 10-hour break, that's the only privacy you got out here now. I remember you used to be able to stop whenever you wanted to stop. If you wanted to stop here, you could stop here. You wanted to go here, you can go here. You want to do this. You could do anything you wanted to do when you was in this truck. Because this was your home away from home. Now it ain't no home no more. There's no fun anymore. Because companies, these mega carriers out here, trying to save their own back, save their own skin, so they can turn around if an accident happens, they can throw that driver under the bus. And that's what these inside cameras are for, to throw the driver under the bus. But they'll never admit it. They'll tell you these inside cameras are here for safety reasons. For safety reasons. Insurance purpose. Insurance safety reasons. No, it's to take the blame off of them when a major accident happens. Because they can go back and pull that footage and say, well, Your Honor, we tell our drivers you're not supposed to be. We tell our drivers you can't be fidgeting in the truck when you're driving. We tell our drivers you don't need to be messing with your phone. We tell our drivers you don't need to be messing with the radio while you're driving. We tell these drivers this, and Your Honor, they won't listen. So we feel that we should not be held responsible because this driver won't listen. We can't put nobody in the truck with him, Your Honor. So what they do, they put inward-facing cameras in the truck. I don't care nothing about the camera facing forward. I love that because it protects you out there with somebody doing something stupid in front of you. But inside, ain't no more privacy, man. Ain't no more privacy. You got 10 hours of privacy in this truck out here on this road. And look at the guys that's out here for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 4 months. What privacy you got? Unless you own that truck or you're leasing that truck. Even if you're leasing a truck now, there are leasing companies out here that lease trucks. Got cameras in the trucks. Great companies, great equipment. They got cameras in the trucks. You got it. If you're gonna lease it, you're gonna lease it with that camera in there looking at you. Yeah. But unless you own that truck or you going through a finance company and leasing that truck owned with somebody, that's the only way you're gonna get out of not putting a camera looking in on you. So hey, that's what it's coming down to. No more privacy out here for drivers. No more privacy. I just heard an incident where a lady said the company that she was with, I don't know the company, but Asian Ming, he uploaded the video. He got a video where the lady said that she was being watched on the inside camera. I'm like, whoa. You know, another company done that and they got sued for it, and they started telling you you can cover up the inside camera and everything. But it's getting bad out here, y'all. Trucking is not trucking anymore. You might as well say it's a prison. That's what it is. It's a prison. It's starting to become a prison. Because, like I said, you got 14 hours that they're monitoring you. And what do they do when you're in prison? You're monitored, but you monitor 24 hours. Out here, you monitored for 14 hours. They're watching you. Anytime they want to turn that camera on and look at you, they can. Don't believe that lie saying they can't. They can turn their camera on anytime they want to and look in that truck and see what you're doing. They'll tell you, oh no audio. Oh no, we can't look at the video. It goes through here and it goes through this person. We can't see the video. It's a lie. It's a lie. They can look at that camera anytime they want to. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because a driver called in, or the lady called in on the guy and said that the truck is right here, right now, swerving all over the road. They typed in the computer and boom, pulled him up driving. So I've seen it for myself. They can turn that camera on anytime they want to and see what you're doing while you're riding down the road. A car called in and said, this truck just cut me off. He looked like he in there doing something he ain't got no business, or on his phone, he got his phone in his hand, or he eating something or something. I don't know what he's doing up there, but it looks like he's occupied by doing something. And boom, click, 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 boom, the camera comes up. I've seen it for myself. Yes, I have. And stuff. Company said, we don't use audio. Okay, believe that. If you think I'm lying, say something bad about the company and watch to see how fast they bring it to your attention. Now, how did they know about it if it ain't nobody heard? You ain't say it on the radio. You in there talking to yourself about it. Or you on the phone talking to somebody else about it. How did they know that you said that about that company, about that person in the office? Speaker system. All the cameras come with a speaker system. But like I said, y'all, this is my video for the day. But like I said, if you're interested in JB Hunt, I'm going to tell you that I've always told you in all my videos, do your homework, do your research, do your research, do your homework, do your homework, do your research. Okay? Not only JB Hunt, any company that you may be interested in, do your homework, do your research, ask that recruiter the questions that you need to ask them. Don't wait till you get there and then go through orientation and then get in a truck and find out, oh man, you didn't tell me that. You've done that you brought it on yourself. Do your homework, do your research. Please, do your homework, do your research out here, y'all. Like I said, you only got 10 hours that you're free. 10 hours that you're free, unless you're doing a layover, 34 reset, then you got 34. You close your curtains, and you got 34 in the cab. But other than that, always remember, 14 hours of your day each day, 14 hours, you are being monitored. You are being watched 14 hours a day. Okay, remember that. As long as them wheels is turning, that camera is recording. Okay? Records constantly. Records constantly. But like I said, is there something wrong? I love the forward-facing cameras, but the inward-facing, I just feel that, you know, me on the road, this was my sanctuary that I felt comfortable where I could ride down the road, pick at my nose, take a piss in a cup, or eat a burger, eat a breakfast sandwich, drink a Coke or something like that, and then not have to worry about nothing, as long as I maintain control of my vehicle and everything in a professional way. As long as I maintain control of my vehicle, I was good. Now, remember, 14 hours, once again, 14 hours of your day, 24-hour period is gone. They watching everything you do. 10 hours is the only time you got. And by that 10 hours, you need to be back there asleep. Especially if you still got miles to go. You got to get back there and go to sleep. But just remember, over at JB Hunt, they have inward and forward-facing cameras. And come Monday, they're implementing their attendance policy and everything, which is on the 12-point system, okay? 12 points. You can't get 12 points within the first 12 months. So 1 year. So remember, you got to watch your points now. Starting Monday, they're implementing the attendance policy at JB Hunt. And you would think they would fall off after 6 months. No, they don't fall off after 6 months. No. It's 12 months, 1 year. So if you get two points this month, you get 1 point next month, you get 2 points next, you had 5 points already. Okay? You only got 7 more you can go. So be careful, man. Do your homework, do your research. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Do your homework, do your research. Other than that, it's a great company. They don't question you about if you need a time off, but now they changing that. I see that. They finna change that because now they finna implement the attendance policy and everything. You have to notify your driver manager within 7 days. So how you know in 7 days that you need to be off? You know, how you know that your daughter gonna break a leg in 7 days? How you know your wife gonna have to be at the emergency room in 7 days? You don't know that. That's something that can pop up. But like I said, do your research, please. Do your research on any company that you're interested in or thinking about going to work for. Check them out. Check them out, because what? They're going to check you out before they hire you. They're going to check you out before they hire you. So check them out before you go to work for them. All right? This your boy Scooby-Doo. Be careful out there. Be safe. This wins the video. Be careful. Be safe. Keep the good Lord with you in everything you do and say. And continue to keep Scooby-Doo and my wife in your prayers. We'll do the same for each and every one of you all. We love you. We thank God for you. This is your boy Scooby-Doo. We'll talk to you tomorrow.